how to develop our emotional self-awareness. In today's video, we're going to talk about one amazing and very important exercise called the Emotions Journal. So remember, if we want to develop a way to be self-aware of our emotions so that we can understand them better, we need to exercise. Just like with everything else, it's practice, practice, practice. And this is a great exercise for it. So step one, the first thing you need to do is go out, buy a journal. Of course, it doesn't have to be an actual journal. It can be a diary, it can be a notebook, it can be anything where you can write on. Can you use a digital machine or a Word document? Can you use WhatsApp? Can you use notes on your phone? Yes, you can, but I would definitely suggest to buy an actual notebook and actually write with a pen. It's going to help you be much more connected to your emotions than using any other digital means. So again, it's up to you. You can actually use digital means, but I would suggest that you actually write it down. It's going to help you commit to it, and it's going to help you understand your emotions, I believe, a little bit better. That's number one. Number two, the second thing is I want you to commit to writing in this journal every evening. In other words, every single day at the end of the day for 1 week. We start 1 week at a time. Hopefully you'll be able to actually do this exercise for much longer. But initially, just commit to it for 1 week, right? So every evening, you're going to sit down after the end of the day. You're going to take your journal, open it up, and write about your emotions. So what can you write? What emotions did you feel today? So you can say, well, today in the morning, I was on my way to work and I felt angry, or I felt upset, or I felt irate or sad, or whatever feelings you were having. It can be more than one, just write them down. Second, when did you feel them? So for example, did you feel angry when you were on your way to work or at home? So what was happening? So talk a little bit about where you were, at what time you were feeling those particular emotions. The third thing is what triggered that emotion. So what happened? So let's say, for example, you're driving your car and somebody cuts you off and you got angry. Completely understandable, write about it. Let's say you got to the office and somebody said hello and you got angry. Well, you should actually try to understand a little bit better why you got angry at a person for saying hello. It probably meant that you were angry for some other reason. And writing it down is going to help you find the actual triggers. So where does the anger come from and what ended up triggering the actual anger? And finally, how did you respond? So what was your reaction to that feeling? So again, same example, somebody cut you off, you got angry. So you were already angry when you got to the office, when you got to work. Somebody said hello and you were still angry, and that made you even angrier for some reason. And then you screamed at that person. So yeah, that was your response. And you can actually then write, maybe I could have done this, maybe I could have done that, but we are going to leave that for another time. And right now, just write what happened. Because the first thing that we need to understand is what we're feeling, when we are feeling those feelings, those emotions, and what's happening with them. What are we doing after we feel those emotions? So again, this exercise is going to help you start to understand your emotions, start to understand when they come up, why they come up, and how you are reacting to them. Remember, and we've talked about this before, don't judge. This is not about judging. This is not about this was a good reaction, this was a bad reaction, I shouldn't have done that. This is just about sitting down and having clarity and discovering our emotional world. That's it. So again, do not judge yourselves. Just do this exercise, and the longer you do it, the more it's going to help you understand yourself better. But at least commit to it for 1 week. And then we can talk a little bit more about how it feels. So the important thing is that this is going to help you pinpoint emotions. So, what emotions am I feeling generally? When is that happening? What are my triggers? And most importantly, it's going to start helping you develop a little bit of your emotional vocabulary. So instead of just talking about anger, happiness, or sadness, we can also talk about being irate, being upset, being annoyed, being happy, being joyful, being ecstatic, being sad, being depressed. So there's a whole myriad of emotions that are not just the basic ones. It's not just about being okay or being good or being bad. It's about feeling the whole array of emotions that is available to us. So that's it. That is the Emotions Journal. I really suggest you start doing your Emotions Journal as soon as possible. that this is really going to help you understand your emotions a lot better. And please feel free to, in the comment section, let me know how it goes. Let me know what's happening. And if you have any questions, do ask, and we'll be very, very happy to help. Like always, please, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anybody that you think is going to actually enjoy and needs and wants to develop their emotional self-awareness with exercises like the Emotional Journal. See you next time.